She's still young, and I think that I've been taken under, Diana took me under her wing, and I've learned a lot from her, and now I hope to kind of do the same for Caitlin if she wants it. I just think the relationship piece is huge, and when you're trying to do something great, it takes everybody, and so I want her to go do her thing, and anything she needs from me, I'm going to be here. But again, I think that like just the competitor that I am, I'm fierce, I'm sassy. I stick up for my teammates, stick up for myself, and so sometimes I think that's okay to be feisty and to be yourself. But I'm excited to play in front of the fans. I think that she's drawn a lot of people, not only to Indiana but to the women's game as a whole.
So Sophie Cunningham, a player for the Indiana Fever. Now, the enforcer for the Indiana Fever, and something she is seemingly happy with the tag of, and is saying so herself, lads.
In just a few days, Sophie Cunningham went from being a solid WNBA role player to the internet's newest obsession. Her TikTok followers exploded by millions of new followers, transforming her social media presence overnight. But the viral explosion didn't stop there. Her jerseys completely sold out on the WNBA website by Wednesday, creating a merchandise frenzy that the league rarely sees for role players.
But now we have a new closest thing. And it is the Sophie Cunningham reposts. The reposts. We saw some stuff from Injuries. I don't even really know how TikTok works. So, in the repost, Sophie Cunningham reposted a Rachel Demita TikTok.
Sophie Cunningham's jersey is going to sell out tonight. The people have been waiting for this. If the refs are not going to do their job, the players are going to have to be the enforcers themselves. This game was chippy from the beginning, and the refs did not do their job. JC Sheldon pokes Caitlin Clark in the eye, and then Caitlin gets chucked to the ground by Marina Mabry. In the Indiana Fever, girls are just supposed to be like, yeah, no worries, no big deal. No one was ejected for that, but we're just gonna play cool. No, finally someone was like, no, I'm gonna stand on business. An intentional hard foul where she knew she wouldn't hurt JC Sheldon, but she sent a message. It didn't need to get to this point though. It's the referee's fault.
Sophie Cunningham didn't just defend her teammate Caitlin Clark on the court. She sparked a movement that has sports fans, NFL stars, and social media users rallying behind her like she's leading a revolution. The incident itself was captured in brutal detail by multiple camera angles. The sequence shows Clark getting poked in the eye by JC Sheldon, who appeared to smile after the contact, followed by Clark being shoved to the ground by another Sun player. The visual of Clark on the ground, holding her eye in pain, became the rallying cry that motivated Cunningham's protective response. When Cunningham finally got her opportunity for revenge near the end of the game, she didn't hesitate. The video shows her channeling what fans called her inner Draymond Green as she wrapped up Sheldon and threw her to the ground in a move that was part wrestling takedown, part basketball play, and entirely about sending a message. The flagrant foul was obvious. The ejection was immediate, but what happened next transformed Sophie Cunningham from a supporting player into a folk hero. As she walked off that court, chin held high, she had no idea that she was about to become the center of a social media phenomenon that would make her one of the most talked about athletes in America. She had fulfilled her promise. I want her to go do her thing, and anything she needs from me, I'm gonna be here. Connecticut Sun coach Rashid Mazin was furious, calling Cunningham's play completely stupid and disrespectful. What Mazin didn't understand, but millions of fans immediately grasped, was that Sophie Cunningham had just done what everyone had been wanting someone to do for months. She had stood up for Caitlin Clark in a way that sent a clear, unmistakable message: if you want to target our star, you'll have to go through us first. The aftermath was immediate and electric. Video of Cunningham's protective takedown spread across social media platforms like wildfire. In a viral video, Cunningham posted with the sound "Can't keep my hands to myself." The self-aware humor and perfect timing of the audio choice sent fans into overdrive, proving that Cunningham wasn't just a protector of the court. She had the social media savvy to capitalize on her moment in the spotlight. The authenticity resonated with audiences in a way that calculated social media campaigns never could. The first video showed her defiant confidence with Billy Joel's "My Life," while the second revealed her ability to laugh at herself and embrace the chaos she had created. It was the perfect one-two punch of personality that transformed a basketball incident into a full-blown cultural phenomenon. The response was unprecedented. Her TikTok exploded with comments praising her as a real one, a protector, and a true teammate. Fans flooded her social media with messages of support, calling her everything from a hero to a legend. The video itself became a symbol of loyalty and friendship that resonated far beyond the basketball court. But perhaps the most telling response came from Caitlin Clark herself. In a move that spoke volumes about their relationship and Clark's character, she immediately announced that she would personally cover any fines Sophie Cunningham received for her ejection. The gesture was simple but profound. Clark had her teammates' back just as surely as Cunningham had protected hers. The financial impact of Cunningham's viral moment has been staggering. While the WNBA doesn't disclose fine amounts, Clark's willingness to cover whatever penalty was imposed sends another powerful message. The merchandise impact was immediate and unprecedented for a role player. By Wednesday, less than 24 hours after the incident, Sophie Cunningham's jerseys were completely sold out on the official WNBA website. This kind of instant merchandise demand typically only happens for superstars or during championship runs, not for backup players who make controversial plays. Social media tracking services documented the explosive growth in real time. The data showed that Cunningham gained over 530,000 followers on TikTok alone in just a few days, a growth rate that social media experts called virtually unprecedented for an athlete her profile.
For the brand. Obviously, the kicker is the biggest badass on the court. I love everything about it. Sophie, welcome to Indianapolis. Love that she was a kicker. That's a big ball, too. Hey, that's a good thump. Wow. That's a good kick right there. Obviously, she chose basketball, became a professional, but I love that she stepped foot on the field. The amount of courage it takes. She was a black belt in 6th grade or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, an absolute dog. Now she's a member of the Fever. We're thankful for.
The irony is delicious. While Cunningham was being criticized by opposing coaches for her stupid play, she was simultaneously building a personal brand and social media empire that most athletes spend years trying to develop. Her moment of protective instinct has become a masterclass in authentic viral marketing, all without any planning or strategy. The NFL connection that has emerged is particularly fascinating. Multiple NFL players have publicly praised Cunningham's loyalty and protective instincts, with some calling her their heroine for doing what they wish more teammates would do for each other. Jared Verse, linebacker for the Los Angeles Rams, was among those who publicly supported Cunningham's actions. "That's the energy I'm here for," wrote Verse. The broader impact on the WNBA conversation has been equally significant. Cunningham's viral moment has reignited discussions about player protection, officiating standards, and the league's responsibility to safeguard its biggest stars. Her willingness to take matters into her own hands has forced uncomfortable conversations about whether the league is doing enough to prevent the targeting that has become a disturbing pattern.
With the controversial ending to the Fever vs. Liberty game, many WNBA fans are calling out the referee problem, and they are demanding answers and they are demanding changes.
What makes Cunningham's story even more compelling is the authenticity behind it. This wasn't a manufactured viral moment or a calculated social media strategy. This was genuine emotion, real loyalty, and authentic friendship playing out in real time. In an era where so much of social media feels artificial and planned, Cunningham's organic explosion has struck a chord with audiences hungry for something real. Behind the numbers and the viral success, there's a deeper story about friendship, loyalty, and the bonds that form between teammates. Cunningham's decision to protect Clark wasn't calculated or strategic, it was instinctive. It was the kind of split-second decision that reveals character and creates lasting bonds. The contrast between how different people have interpreted Cunningham's actions reveals deeper divides in how we think about sports, loyalty, and competition. While some see her play as unnecessary and unsportsmanlike, millions of others see it as exactly what the situation required: a clear statement that targeting Clark would come with consequences. What's perhaps most remarkable about Cunningham's viral journey is how it has transformed her from a role player into a cultural figure. Her TikTok success has given her a platform that extends far beyond basketball, and her authentic personality has resonated with audiences who might never watch a WNBA game. The timing couldn't have been better for women's basketball. At a moment when the league is experiencing unprecedented growth and attention, Cunningham's story has added another compelling narrative to the WNBA landscape. Her viral success demonstrates that fans are hungry for authentic personalities and genuine storylines, not just highlight reel plays. The business implications are significant as well. Cunningham's social media explosion has essentially given her a personal brand platform that most professional athletes would kill for. The organic nature of her viral moment makes it even more valuable from a marketing perspective, as audiences can sense the authenticity behind her content. As the dust settles from that Tuesday night game, Sophie Cunningham finds herself in a completely different position than she was 48 hours earlier. She's gone from being a solid role player to a viral sensation, from a supporting cast member to a cultural figure, from someone who played basketball to someone who represents something much larger. The question now is what she does with this newfound platform and influence. Her TikTok followers are watching, her Instagram audience is growing, and fans across multiple sports are paying attention to her every move. She has the kind of authentic viral moment that can launch careers and create opportunities far beyond the basketball court. In an era where so much of sports feels manufactured and artificial, Sophie Cunningham's moment of authentic loyalty has reminded us all what really matters. The viral TikTok video, the exploding follower counts, and the NFL praise are all just symptoms of something much deeper. That's a message worth going viral for, and that's exactly why Sophie Cunningham has become not just TikTok's newest sensation, but a heroine for anyone who believes that loyalty, friendship, and protection are still the most important values in sports and in life. Do you also believe so? Write in the comments below.